Alright, I've got some Halloween treats for the YouTube community. First, of course, for the very first time on any video I've ever made, since 2007 you get to see Styxhexenhammer without his glasses on. Of course, that means it's almost impossible for me to see. Like, I literally have to position the cursor over the button in order to stop the video just by pressing it. But at least you get to see that. I thought we would open tonight on this most holy of days with a satanic prayer for the religious folks, for the Christians, for the Muslims, because it's come to my attention that they really need some satanic prayers. You see, they seem to think that I worship the devil, and that I go around on a regular basis, trying to steal their infants or, convert their children or whatever. Even though I'm totally joking when I say such things, they actually take it seriously. It's very easy to con these people into believing whatever you happen to want to believe them to believe. But we'll open with a satanic prayer for the Christians. So if you'll bow your heads with me, you see my famous glasses right here. If you'll bow your heads with me to the Dark Lord Lucifer, we'll begin praying. Thank you. And you can join along with me and I'll lead you in prayer. O Lord Lucifer, which means me, uh, Satan, the adversary, whatever you want to call me, because of course I am my own God. I pray for all of these deluded Christians and Muslims and sometimes Hare Krishnas because they attempt to convert me too and tell me I shouldn't eat garlic because it'll stimulate my sexual drive. Please give all of these poor people a working brain and we'll pray for the atheists too because they think I worship Satan too. It's terrible. They think that I worship the devil and that I rape children and that I go around in the dead of night performing voodoo rituals in cemeteries, trying to raise the dead to create an undead army to take over the world. I pray for the Christians first and foremost because, number one, the Catholics, they won't listen to their new pope even though it's the first pope in centuries that made any sense. And I pray for the Protestants because they dance around possessed speaking in tongues. They're actually possessed by evil spirits and they don't realize it. But that's their delusion. I pray for the poor Muslims, and I'm praying to myself this whole time just so everyone knows. I've got to keep throwing that disclaimer in, Lucifer. I pray for the Muslims because they keep telling me that they're a religion of peace, and then all I see on TV is them fighting each other all of the time. I realize this is primarily because we ousted the Iranian secular government. We threw out the secular government of Iraq, and we're trying to force out the secular government of Syria, but still, it would be nice if they would stop being hypocrites. I pray for the Hare Krishnas because I really don't understand their religion. As far as I know, it's some pan-Vedic takeoff of Hinduism that nobody really understands, and I always see them in New York City going through the buses chanting and offering people small tokens of gratitude in the form of wafers in a strange mocking of the Catholic Mass. I pray for all of the suburban soccer moms who think that metal is going to turn their kids into devil worshippers. I pray for all of the politicians who seem to think that because I'm a Satanist, it means that I'm automatically gay, or I should say a former Satanist turned pagan. They think that I'm a gay, which wouldn't matter to me if it were actually true and shouldn't matter to them, but it's nonetheless inaccurate. I pray for the politicians who think that because I exist, that we need to crack down on spiritual liberty in this country. I especially pray for the Satanists in South Africa because those poor people are actually persecuted. And I pray for the Christians again, a second time, because they keep claiming that they're the ones being persecuted, even though they're the largest religion on earth. Most of all, though, Lucifer, I pray for the entire world to grow a pair and stop blaming pagans and Wiccans and Satanists, which form a very small proportion of the world's population, for all of their problems. So, in my own name I pray, because there is no fucking such thing as Satan, so mote it be. So now you've heard a little bit of a prayer for the world, all of these deluded groups that think that they know what's going on, and really they're all just a bunch of superstitious nonsense mongers. But anyway, I want everyone to remember, have a safe and happy Halloween, or Samhain, or Samhain, or however you pronounce or call it. Day of the Corpse, or whatever you happen to term the October 31st period of time. Also, please remember this is a pagan holiday. And to all of these, oh, I should have prayed for the school systems because they keep trying to ban Halloween. You don't see them banning other holidays. You see them going after Christmas and Halloween, which are pagan holidays. So you can understand why it pisses us off and doesn't simply bother the Christians. And to all of the Christians out there, I am squarely on your side when it comes to freedom of religion in schools, as long as it isn't institutionalized. I don't care what holidays that they celebrate. I don't care if they pray in school. I would simply not have them be led in prayer as they do during the Pledge of Allegiance, because they say one nation under God, thus ignoring the existence of polytheists, atheists, pantheists, and a multitude of other groups. And we should probably pray to Lucifer for this country, because right now none of the politicians know what they're doing, if they knew ever, which is not clear. They have no clue what they're doing. Most of them are completely corrupt, useless assholes. Nobody can really tell what religion they are because no religion will have them. At least no religion in its right mind wants a bunch of lawyers turned politicians who spend most of their time lying within their ranks. So happy fucking Halloween, everyone, and it's been a good Halloween on my end, by the way. I had fun all day. Now I'm going to settle in and watch some horror movies, and you should probably join me. For a recommended playlist of horror movies for any good Halloween, watch The Descent, watch Black Moon by Louis Malle, which is a mid-70s era. It's not really a horror film, it's actually an artistic film, but it's the spookiest thing I ever saw. And then watch Evil Dead, the original, not the remake, although I heard the remake is actually fairly good. You can't top the original 1980s version. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Cheryl turning into a zombie will always be a classic. And of course, the scene where the zombie demon person thing laughs at the bottom of the basement maniacally is always a thriller. So have a good Halloween. Peace out.